Robert and Cora, I want to start by thanking you for coming to my office today and spending some valuable time going over your financial situation. I want to congratulate you on taking this first step in looking into starting a plan. No one plans to fail, but many fail to plan. Wouldn't you agree? Okay. Cora, you had mentioned to me that you're very cautious when it comes to the commission charges and expenses. Is my understanding correct? Okay. Well, I'm very sorry to hear about your sister's experience. Let me go over with you the different types of fee structures a financial planner can charge. We can go over in detail, and I'll stop for any questions that you might have along the way. How does that sound? Okay. Now, I would highly encourage you to write this down. Here you go. You can use my pen and my tab. All right. So, the first type of form a financial planner can get compensated from is an hourly rate or fee. The second one is a flat fee. Third one is commission on investments or insurance that the advisor sold. Fourth, is a percentage of the assets being managed. And lastly, it can be a combination of them all. Now, with that being said, the structures of a financial planner can be broken down into three types. Fee only, fee based, which is basically a combination of a fee plus any commissions made on the sales of any investments or insurance products, and lastly, commission only. L&G Financial is a fee only basis financial planner. We charge $3,000 of a flat fee for a comprehensive financial plan, and if our clients decide that they want some help managing their accounts, we actually work with $100,000 or more, and our starting fee is 75 bips, or 75 basis points, 0.75 of 1%. It is a tier system, which means that there are certain breakpoints. The more you invest, the less the commission is. Now, let me give you an example. If you both were to start a comprehensive financial plan with us, and let's say that you wanted us to manage about $150,000 of your investments. The way we would get compensated, and I would encourage you to go ahead and write this down, is $3,000 for the plan. It's a flat fee, like I mentioned, and $1,125 for the assets being managed. The way I got that is $150,000. You multiply it times 0.0075. Go ahead and do that. And you can use my calculator. Okay. And you get that, right? 1,125. You add those up, and I'm no mathematician, but it's 4,125. Am I correct? Exactly. Now, I do want to say that there's going to be some type of commissions that are going to be charged for most investment purchases and insurance products. Now, L&G does not receive any of those profits whatsoever. We actually use a broker that plays the trades for us, and they're the ones that actually make that charge. And it's very good. We use their institutional platform, so they charge us $5 for equity trades. That's basically your stocks, and $10 for fund trades, ETFs, which is exchange traded funds, and mutual funds. Now, we are very cautious on what we buy. We want to always look for those no load funds with very low expense ratio. Normally, we buy funds that have an expense ratio of less than 20 bips, or 0.20% of a percentage. Let me stop here for a second, because we've covered a lot of ground, and I want to make sure you guys don't have any questions. Well, Robert, can you please tell me a little more about that concern you have regarding the industry in general? Robert, thank you so much for sharing that. I can now understand a little bit better where you're coming from. So let me talk a little bit about an important designation called the Certified Financial Planner, or CFP for short. Have you guys heard of it? Okay. Unfortunately, the financial planning process doesn't have a lot of regulations when it comes to designations. Almost anybody can name themselves a financial planner. But there is one designation that is globally recognized as the highest achievement for a certification for a financial planner, and it is the CFP designation. The reason behind this is because in order to hold a CFP designation, you have to go through a rigorous examination There's a lot of education that goes into it. There's experience requirements, and most important of all, there's high ethic requirements. Have any of you ever heard of the term fiduciary responsibility? Yeah, most definitely. It is a key concept that makes a huge difference when it comes in choosing an advisor. As a CFP, I'm held to the highest standards of ethics. Fiduciary responsibility means placing your client's interests before mine at all times in every single situation. Unlike a broker or the insurance agent that calls himself a financial advisor, I'm legally and morally obligated to put your interest before mine at all times and at all costs. If for whatever reason there might be any type of conflict of interest, I have to disclose that with my clients as soon as I'm aware of that. Now, can you guys see the value of having a CFP designation, as well as my obligation as a fiduciary for you guys? Yeah, me too. Well, let's go ahead and continue our conversation.